So this is a video that needed to happen. You may have noticed the second channel was under maintenance for a few weeks. I wanted to wait until tensions died down to sort of sort out all of my thoughts on everything. Yes, Tetrosity is completely over, and here's what happened. I hate how so many people cite conflict of interest as a reason for why people stop working together, but it really is true. The members of Tetrosity couldn't agree on a direction for the future of the channel, and we unanimously agreed to end it. There's going to be some changes on this channel in the future, and if you're not interested in what I'll be discussing later in this video, I urge you to unsubscribe, but if you are, stick around. One of the major conflicts of interest was related to the type of content we wanted to produce. Both Scrub and River were fans of dubbing things, mostly in the Jump Force playthrough, whereas I wanted to try doing different challenge modes for games. I didn't particularly like the direction the channel was heading in the last 2 months or so, and when I made those concerns vocal to River and Scrub, the immediate sentiment on their end, that they did not tell me about until after it was over, was that the channel would be coming to an end soon. This was before we recorded JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Eyes of Heaven, which both of them wanted to dub over like Jump Force, but I didn't want the channel to become a dubbing channel. Scrub didn't want it to become a JoJo channel, which I agreed with. In some ways, this channel was an experiment for the algorithm. Because of this, he didn't want to promo it at all and completely disassociate our main channels from the second one, about 2 months after the creation of it. This is partly because the main channel videos were showing up in suggested videos when we wanted to branch out to the gaming area instead. I wanted my fans to enjoy a different type of content, so I found it puzzling that we couldn't use our established audience to at least gain a foothold. There was also dismay about how long we should make our videos. Initially, all of our videos were very, very long because we wanted to secure those 4,000 watch hours to get monetization approved. However, once we achieved monetization, I wanted to trend towards shorter, more highly edited videos. Both Scrub and River wanted to keep doing what we were doing. In February, I asked both of them to try and keep videos below 30 minutes, and this concern was almost entirely ignored because the average viewing duration was consistent regardless. I liked editing shorter videos because I felt it easier to see a through line and consistent message in them. I hoped that the second channel would be a place where I could explore other types of editing styles with my friends. However, Scrub and River were very adamant against cutting any content, even if it wasn't funny or relevant, leaving in long pauses and boring sections that I and my audience found not entertaining. Personality would eventually become an issue as well. I think personality is important, but I think prospective viewers are coming for the games we play first and then stick around for our personality. This was another disagreement since we couldn't agree on what our fans would like to see. And when our selection of games were mostly GameCube titles, it was an uphill battle. I wanted to play more relevant games and put a twist on them to make our channel unique. Playing relevant games wouldn't be as much of a monetary investment as they made it out to be. I suggested $60 a month to buy new games would be a good start to keep up on either relevant Switch titles or things being sold on Steam sale. However, they said it would never be enough. Hell, I even bought them both Jump Force out of pocket because I lost a bet in a deleted episode. It was a non-issue, but something that they wouldn't budge on. And all of those were contributing to a complacent mindset that would make the channel unsustainable. So if you wanted me to break down the major creative differences, I wanted to take the channel in a direction similar to Alpharad, while they wanted to take the channel in a direction similar to Game Grumps. Tetrosity became too much of a time investment. We made a schedule to record about an hour in pairs every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then all together at Saturday at 7 p.m. Weekly recordings were not terribly difficult, however, almost every single Saturday, we'd either start an hour late and always go overtime by several hours. This meant I had to sacrifice every Saturday of my already tight schedule, and any plans or arrangements I made with people outside of Tetrosity would always be pushed off. Furthermore, as you guys know, I'm a graduate student, and I made it explicitly clear at the beginning of the spring semester that I had a rough 11-hour schedule Tuesdays through Thursdays. Prior to that, we had agreed on uploading every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but that became impossible on my end, and I began uploading on Saturdays. They knew from the beginning I was the busiest out of all of them, considering I'm the only one actively pursuing a degree, but they didn't seem to recognize that when deciding to end the channel. They knew via voice calls and later DMs what my schedule would be. However, Scrub sees my real-life responsibilities as me being too incompetent to upload on time. If you look at our analytics, we were on a downward trajectory ever since the Gamer Monkeys left the channel. In the month of March, we bled a ton of subscribers, in no short part to me not uploading. March was a very difficult time for me considering there was a family emergency that was unavoidable. I only contributed 2 videos to Tetrosity and only 3 on my main channel during that entire month, so the majority of the videos were coming from Scrub and River, and the views tanked significantly. They both made the argument that because the watch time was consistent, nothing was wrong other than Jump Force taking primary focus for our channel in the algorithm. The watch time argument sort of falls flat when you consider that it was only the same 800 viewers watching each video. I literally talked about this in my big YouTube video on the main channel, and I think the most recent Smash Bros video that I uploaded directly disproves that, considering we garnered the same amount of watch time with more viewers and a growing audience. I'm not one to be complacent, considering I'll fight YouTube's broken system tooth and nail for 6 months on end. I didn't like that mentality, and I wanted to grow the channel, and I wanted to try and promote it to keep it afloat. But you can't prop up a dying channel, and that was one of my mistakes. One of my mistakes was not communicating my concerns with the other two properly. I am bad at talking off the cuff. Most of my videos are scripted, including this one, and when I stream on my channel, I like to take a chill approach to playing video games that is not lining up with how Scrub and Riverdude conduct themselves when they play games. And since the Gamer Monkeys left, while those two were on the same wavelength, I was phase shifted pi over 4. And that brings up another thing. I did not like how that whole situation was handled. Scrub and River had their own personal issues with Monkeys, but he never really bothered me that much. The only thing I was concerned about is what we agreed upon at the beginning of starting the channel. Let's follow the schedules we agreed to. Starting the recordings an hour or two late each week was more concerning to me. Scrub and River asked Monkeys to leave, and while I did agree at the time, I believe that situation was totally solvable. Scrub had concerns with Monkeys, and at the time of letting me know about those concerns, River and him were pretty much set on kicking him from the channel, which was handled in the most unprofessional and childish way imaginable. Ironic for a channel that was so vehemently trying to act in a business way on a rigid schedule. And there was a vacancy in Tetro, meaning 4 city, so I suggested that every month or so we have a guest on to join us and play games with us. And both of them agreed to this at the time, and it was never followed up on. Even when we played Smash, I reminded them of that idea and it was immediately shot down. One of the concerns they brought up with me is that I don't have a personality on this channel. I find this an incredibly simplistic read on how I handle playing video games. There is a personality there among the shouting and dubbing and the observational humor of Scrub and Riverdude, but I can understand why that might be overshadowed. I don't know if they didn't think the videos I made had any effort going into them, but that helped me lose the initial passion behind why I wanted to make the channel in the first place. We wanted a place to play games, have fun, and make money while doing it. The problem was it became toxic, and unfortunately, that happens. It's part of the natural life cycle of some channels. I wish the best for both of them, but I will continue to move on because now I am the sole owner of the channel. I wanted full ownership of the channel because of my tax information and the potential to continue that initial motivation. I kept the channel because it's tied to my AdSense account. I did this because we were dragging our feet on the matter of getting monetization, so I essentially doxed myself to them. That was another sacrifice that I made that they apparently didn't think mattered, and I intend on keeping this channel for a few side projects in the near future, so if you're not interested in these upcoming ideas, again, please unsub. From now on, the channel will be called The Shuck Shell, a secondary place for some one-off content and highlights that may not perform well on the main channel. I've been doing a couple impromptu live streams on the main channel, so if you missed those, I'm planning on uploading 8 to 10 minute highlight reels instead of just dumping the whole streams on there with no effort. Videos like Pyra's Bizarre Adventure will all be posted here in the future. I will also like to play games that the others were not enthusiastic about, some games that I'm quite good at, like Overwatch or COD Zombies. Maybe we can even do some Easter egg hunting with exports. And with the prospect of guests, this isn't going to be a me-only thing. I want to invite some of my friends to not only play games with them, but also sit them down and talk about gaming topics. It's really interesting since my original channel was meant to be a Pokemon channel, and now you can expect to see more Pokemon-related videos here too. I will also be doing challenge modes, like I said, blind playthroughs, attempted speedruns, so on and so forth. And that means the first new video will be my reaction and blind playthrough of Week 7 of Friday Night Funkin'. Expect to see that very soon. Also expect some overlap between the main channel and here. Any analytical videos, like the ones I'm working on for Fire Emblem 3 Houses and Danganronpa V3 will be on the main channel, but to make those videos, I do have to replay the games, and there will certainly be content over here overlapping from that. What I'm trying to say is this channel is going to be far from dead. I really hope that you stick around for future videos. Expect more editing than me just talking over gameplay footage like with this video. I can already guarantee you that it will be less active than 3 uploads a week, but I certainly hope the quality will be much greater. Also remember, very busy schedule over here. I will try my best to upload as much as possible. I hope you're looking forward to it. I'm excited for it. Have a beautiful Duang, and I'll see you all very soon.